Hey everybody, this video is all about Angular directives. Angular has two types of directives: attribute directive and structural directives. Attribute directives are concerned with the DOM element's behavior and its appearance, while structural directives are more of a layout. Provides a layout. So in our case, we're gonna be using the attribute directive. If this doesn't make any sense, it would be better with an example. So the use case for our this tutorial is that whenever an image fails to load, we want to replace it with the fallback image. So I have just created a sample app using the Angular CLI, and we will just remove most of the items, just leave some header and footer because they look good. So I will take away some of the items. So now we are left with those items. So what we would do is to load an image, sample image from free available placeholder images APIs. So we'll just use a div. Inside that we'll have an image. We don't know about the source. Let's grab the source. Okay, the lorem pixel is not loading, which I have used in the previous videos. We have other option as well. Let's say place kitten. We'll just grab this one. And we'll also provide the alt tag. If it fails to load, we will see this text. Let's see what we got. We see that image now. If I somehow change this URL and make it a URL that doesn't exist, we will see a simple text here. So the purpose of this demo is that to load a fallback image when we have such a case. I already have a placeholder image that I'm going to replace with. But first we need to create a directive. Let's name it image fallback. The CLI will create a directive and it will also update the module for us as well. Let's go to our newly created directive and we will just test it. Okay, what we could do, we could log that element, whatever. So it will be element.native element. So in order to use it, we need to use this selector as an attribute of image tag. Let's see what we get. So as we can see, the element is already logged. So what we can do, the image also accepts the error event as well. Okay, but now we have moved the logic to the directive, so we can call the error here as well. We can do that by using host listener. We will listen for error event, and whenever that occurs, we will call callback function, execute a function. So now let's move this line to the host listener. Only call this, log this line when we have an error. So now if I fix the URL here, where I'm probably placekitten.com. Another refresh. Okay, so as we can see, the image is loaded and we don't see any error, but let's fail it intentionally. And now we can see the log. So what we can do in that case, if it fails, we'll get the element reference. Let's see what we get. We got that placeholder image. But there is one thing we need to consider. If we were not able to find this placeholder as well, then there is a problem. This image will be this line will be called, and we will get an infinite loop. As we can see, you're getting that error. We don't want that. So in order to tackle that, we can use a flag inside our directive. So what we can do is to use a boolean, let's say already tried, or it could be anything. Let's try. We will write a logic to only load the image if it's not tried. So what we could do is to add an if condition and check for the boolean. If it's already false, then load it. Otherwise, and then it would set this boolean true to true for the first executions. So let's try it out. Now we can see the image is tried twice, but it failed, so it won't try anymore. We're not in infinite loop. If I fix it, then it work. There are many other ways to achieve this thing. Maybe using the directive or something, but for simplicity, I use the flag. Now we can use this directive wherever we want. I hope you have learned something from this video, and thank you for watching.